Okay, welcome to code challenge number 23. So we are moving right along, and again, we're going to evaluate a greater than expression. So let's take a look. So evaluate if 15 is greater than 20, and we know that it is not. So we want the computer to tell us that. We want the computer to tell us that it's false. So thinking about that, again, learning how to think and write the code, the pseudocode, the flowchart, and the code so that the program executes the way we want it to is really the agenda here. So it's not just about knowing that that's a false statement. How does that work with the computer? Because again, we want the computer to do things for us, and knowing how the computer thinks is an essential element to becoming a good coder or programmer. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pseudocode and the flowchart. So again, the pseudocode is evaluate 15 greater than 20 as false. So we're going to store 15 into the variable num1 and 20 into the variable num2, and then have the computer make the decision if num1 is greater than num2. So in the flow chart here, we're going to use the same icons, and of course the most important and the different one that we've added here is the diamond shaped. Okay, so your students should run this pseudocode first and then create this flow chart second before they get into the game. And then as they collect their code markers, they should be collecting enough code markers so that they can execute this code. So evaluate 15 greater than 20 is false. Store num1 as 15 and store num2 as 20. And then the if statement, if num1 is greater than num2, say true. If it's not, else say false. So that's the basic structure of our code. Let's take a look at 15 and 20 as it runs, 15 and 20. And we'll display that as 15 and 20. So evaluate if 15 is greater than 20. And I'll just add prints if 15 is not greater than. Tell me. Now, this isn't needed in terms of the game, just adding some nuance here so we can kind of make sense of it all. So again, 15 num1 greater than num2 is true. This should evaluate to false. And because this is false, it runs to this statement and prints out the false statement. And it does. If 15 is not greater than 20, tell me. And it did. All right, so with that, let's take a look at one more in challenge number 24. I'll see you there.